Hello, Virgos. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Virgo, we are going to look at you, your friend, and your foe this week. We're going to do that with the archetype deck. Now, because there are three energies that I'm asking about here, there's always a possibility that you get shift into one of these other spots. 9 times out of 10, you don't, and you're in the you section. There's also a possibility that the friend energy could have come across as you doing the best thing for yourself, and the foe energy could come through to you as a message as what is not for your highest good, which is not working out for you. I am specifically asking for 3 entities, though, so, well, that's the intention. Excuse me. Okay, Virgos. Let's look first at the energy of you, your friend, and your foe. For my dear Virgos. For my dear Virgos. Virgo. You have the networker in the shadow. You're conveying information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? But spreading fear and falsehood, convey information only for personal gain. All right, and your friend, they're in the reverse. Your friend is the prince in the shadow, using power for self-aggrandizement. Aggrandizement. I hate that word. Anyways, they want to make themselves feel good. They're using power in a way that makes them feel good about them. Look at me. I'm big and grand. Your foe. Your foe's in the upright. Well, your foe is child orphan, in the light. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Well, your foe is trying to do something all on their own here. Okay. Well, we're not... No, you know what? I'm going to keep... Usually I sit and talk, but I need more cards to know what I'm going to talk about. And so let's just keep going here, because we're going to look at your motives. Your motives... Well, that's too many cards. So... I feel like we're just like it's like we hit the road running here in your reading, but it's almost like I feel like we have a flat tire and we got some mountain road. Okay, so your motives, your friend's motives, your foe's motives, what those motives are directed towards. Okay, your motives are child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Oh, okay. In whatever way you're spreading information here, like it says spreads fear and falsehood. But it's funny, it's almost like it's like you want... Your motive here is that anything is possible, but maybe something's not possible. And because of that, maybe it's incorrect information. I don't know. All right, just bear with me. You'd be surprised. Like sometimes when these start off kind of like I just said, like I feel like we're riding a bike with a twisted wheel or something. It comes together. It comes together. Okay. The friend's motives are martyr, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Okay, so this has to do with, but they're using power. They're not using power in a healthy way. What the fuck is wrong with all these people? Okay, the foe's motives. Addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Oh, and they're learning to go it alone. Lately, the foes have been getting their shit together. Lately, it's like the foes are getting all their shit together. Okay. Right. The foe is trying to be able to, okay. Seeking. Okay, the shadow of this child orphan is seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So it's kind of like saying that the foe is not trying to seek closeness with those that are really not who they should be connecting with. You know, they shouldn't be doing that. And their motive here is to, maybe this is an addictive behavior. Maybe this person is always ending up in like connecting with people or relationships or groups here that are not for them, but it's serving some sort of emotional need. I understand the foe better than anybody else right now. So what your motives are directed towards, well, that's in the upright. Artist, expression and dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. All right, all right. It's almost, I want to say something here. It's almost like, based on the cards, it's almost like you're lying about something, but you're doing it because you want everybody to feel okay. So, I want everybody to feel okay. Like, no, it's nice, but it could be actually harmful. Okay, so it's sort of like, right, like, here's an example, and this might not be the situation, but it's the easiest and it's the first thing that comes to mind here. So your energy, and what I'm looking at here, is like, let's say you have a friend, and this friend, let's say this friend has this massive crush on somebody, or, yeah, let's just go with that. Let's not do different ones. Let's just stick with that one, Cindy. This friend has a massive crush on someone, and you know, it's kind of like, you know for a fact, because you must know that you're spreading something incorrectly here. Or maybe you're thinking, well, maybe things will change, or maybe this person, the person that your friend has a crush on, maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll, because it's almost like, you know, they do not like your friend. They do not like your friend, and they're not in the least bit interested in your friend. But your motive here is that, you know what, anything is possible. Look at just having, like, yeah, maybe he will, maybe she will, maybe, you know, just in a bad mood. That's all it is. Don't worry, they'll come around. And, right, like, it's trying to be inspiring and symbolic, which is, but these symbolisms and these inspirations could be incorrect. It's almost like, okay, let's say you don't even really know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know for sure. Maybe you're hanging out somewhere. Maybe he's like a server, or she's a server at a restaurant, and you and your friend go there. And so you start going there regularly because your friend really likes this person. And of course the server has to be nice, right? Like the server kind of has to, as long as you're not being rude to the server, it's sort of the server's job to be sort of personable and polite. And it's, there's something here though where it's kind of like you're showing up and saying to your friend, yeah, he's really nice to you. She's really nice to you. They probably do like you, just like you like them, right? And look at the way he put the plate in front of you, right? Like, there's that symbolism. I feel like you're trying to soften something for someone here. And at the end of the day, like, it's not good. It doesn't actually help. It actually ends up causing more problems. It's trying to be too optimistic, which is a very interesting energy to be running in. I'm not saying that you guys are pessimistic. I'm just saying that you guys tend to, like, you have I analyze. And I don't really often pick you up as the sign as, like, trying to be soft on someone because you don't want to hurt them. But, you know, I don't know. Like, there's something like that is going on here. Because even though you have the networker in the shadow, I don't feel like your intentions and your motives are bad. Yeah, I don't know. There's another thing too with this energy. It also too could be like, if you're not trying to say something directly to somebody, so you try to do things symbolically around them. Right? And what you might be actually saying isn't the truth. But symbolically, like, oh man, just okay. So let's say there's somebody at work, you really can't stand that fucker. You can't stand them. But you gotta work with them. So you say hi. And they go, hi, it's nice to see you, Virgo. Oh, hi. Nice to see you too. But, like, symbolically, what would you do symbolically? I don't know. I'm almost like, you would, like, if you knew everybody's getting new pencils today, doesn't that, I don't know, do they even do that? Do people even fucking use writing utensils? Right? Are they utensils? Is it a writing tool? I think it's a tool. But do people even use those things? But it's almost like if you're handing out pencils. Everybody's getting a new pencil at work today, but you notice that there's one that's broken. You give it to the person that you don't like that's the person you give it to. There's something like that. Like, I don't know what you got going on here, but that's your energy, okay? So I've tried to explain it in a couple of scenarios. Like, oh, you always get the broken pencil. Isn't that silly? Oh my God. Okay, so what your friend's motives are directed towards. Samaritan. And what is his friend's energy? Is funny because it's refining your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Okay, your friend is using, let me look up this fucking word. Okay, I just looked it up. Yeah, it is kind of like what I thought it was. So yeah, it's almost like this, maybe this person is in a position of power in some way. Maybe your friend is in a position of power. And they're using that power to make it seem like they're really amazing. Like, right? Like, I had the work scenario. So maybe it is. Like, maybe this, but they're your friend. Your friend's not as great as they seem. Could be that too. Oh! What was the first scenario that I had here? Where it was sort of like, your friend is, you're lying to someone. They're not as great. Your friend is acting like they're all that. And you might be supporting it. And they're not. And you could be telling everyone, oh yeah, they're great. They're amazing. Yeah, you should hire them. They're incredible. Now here's the other thing. Like, because there could be some sort of power that this person holds. And because of that, it's almost like someone who, let's say they're a CEO, right? And maybe they're really good at CEOing. But anything else, this person's a hot fucking mess. But, right? So if it wasn't for the CEOing, nobody would give this person any time of day. Like, no. So this person's built, what? Because they don't want to. It's almost like they're learning how to help people that they really don't want to. I feel like your friend might be a little stuck up. I'm just going to say that. I think your friend could be a little bit stuck up here. And you could be, in some way, maybe you're just hoping that they're not, or hoping things are going to get better. You are coming across as just trying to be very optimistic about something. And in that optimism, you could be either intentionally or unintentionally fudging a little bit of facts here. It could be fudging about the facts about your friend. I don't know what the facts are that you're fudging. But you do seem to have, like, your intentions are good. Your intentions are truly good. But now really looking at this friend, this looks like somebody who is, you know, really they're not as amazing as they think they are. And there's people here that they would really rather not ignore, but they're learning how to help people that, you know, I would really rather ignore this person. This is like somebody who's, and it feels a little role playish. Okay, I watched videos of, I haven't watched any recently, like maybe a couple years ago or something. I don't know, I remember. But there's a certain YouTube channels where they're actual, the person's channel, the person is a diagnosed sociopath. And they talk about stuff. It's actually quite fascinating, to be honest. But then, you know, sociopath won't always tell you the truth. So anyways, but like they will say that they learn like what is the right behavior here to have. They learn what is the right way to react. They learn how to not appear as a sociopath. I'm not saying your friend is a sociopath, but I am saying that it does, like, your friend is mimicking something without actually being that. And they're also thinking that they're pretty amazing for doing it. That's what this combination feels like to me. They're mimicking some type of positive social behavior. Ah, that's it. They're mimicking some type of positive social behavior here. And they think they're really fucking amazing for doing it. They really don't care. I feel like they don't care. That's your friend. Your friend really doesn't care. Okay. So, the foe, what, they're right? Okay, they're child orphan in the light. This person's learning to do it on their own. You know, maybe I've had a fear of surviving. I'm going to face that fear. Being able to look after myself. I am not going to seek out inappropriate relationships that really aren't for me, but I just feel safe and comfortable in them. And their motive here is to recognize, you know, addictive behavioral patterns that they've had that are not helping them and other people. What to say? Isn't that interesting? Like, the foe seems better than your friend right now in the center. So, oh, and look at the foe's motives are in the upright. What they're directed towards. Shapeshifter in the light. A skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ability to see the potential in everything. Oh my God. Your foe has a pretty good energy. Your friend here is pretending some sort of social behavior. They're pretending some sort of social behavior. And what are you, like, are you doing something for this person? Are you, like, could you be spreading or trying to help this person in some way? Like, okay, let's say, I'm trying to think of something like maybe hospitality or caregiving and something like that, right? Like, let's say you work with this person in the hospitality field or some type of caregiving. And you really believe that this person cares about the job that they're doing. They don't. They couldn't give a fuck. They really could. Like, they are totally, I don't know. Maybe the person, I'm not diagnosing anyone. I'm just, you know, we're just reading cards here. But it is, like, the way that came through, reminding me of, I can see her specifically. She's got, like, dead eyes, man. She really has dead eyes. She has a YouTube channel. And she seriously has dead eyes. And she talks about, like, how she'd fucking kill anybody. She'll tell you, I would just, you know, if there were no laws or anything, if it helped me, like if I thought that I was going to get hurt in the confrontation, I wouldn't do it. But if I thought I could get away with it, I would. Like, it's just really, like, it's a scary kind of, but then, like, they are taught how to behave, and they're taught how to behave because the antisocial behavior will get them in trouble, and there'll be consequences that they won't like for themselves. So that's kind of like how, I guess, to some extent, they have a lot of sociopaths are trained. And maybe they have good parents, or they have good mentors, or they go to the doctor. I don't know. Or just trial and error. They're like, well, I don't like it when those things happen to me. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm going to pretend this. I'm not saying your friend's a sociopath, but I am saying, like, it's almost like you don't know something about them. Because you're networking, and you may not even be networking to convey personal information that's going to help you, right? Conveys information only for personal gain. If anyone is getting some sort of gain out of here, makes them feel good, I feel like it would be your friend. Spreads fear and falsehood. What are you, what's the tarot? Dilettante is at the bottom. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay. What information are you conveying? Because your intentions and your motives and where they're directed towards all seem pretty good, I feel like you might be sharing some sort of information that is not true. Like, right, like if you're, just to put this in and continue it in the context that I was sort of creating here, is like, let's say you worked with this person in healthcare in some way. Let's say you worked in a nursing home with this person, and this person was at the stage, they're at the stage where they can really mask and hide that they really don't care about people around them. They know what behaviors will gain them favor with others that could help them move forward, right? And you see them doing things, and you see them like, wow, that person's really on top of everything. They really care. They really care that Mr. Johnson got his milk at a certain temperature, right? Like, but when nobody's around, this person's probably like not giving anybody milk. Why? Why would I get? Because that would require effort, and to have effort, right? If I'm going to get paid anyways, and nobody knows that Mr. Johnson can't talk, so nobody's going to know that I didn't give the milk, right? Like, it's not like that could create an actual fear in the people that might rely on this person. But it's like this networking too reminds me of someone like putting out resumes or talking to people around you, or trying to get someone, trying to help someone find a job, or I don't know what it is, but I'm concerned about who your friend is. So what information are you conveying? The Seven of Cups. Confused. Confused? Or it could be that somebody's heart's been weighed against a feather and it's good to go. Somebody's heart has been weighed against a feather and it's good to go. Oh my God. You could also have some sort of responsibility here. Okay, I'm just going to put this out there. If you were like a psychologist or a psychiatrist or anything like that, and you think that somebody is okay, you're wrong. Like, you are wrong. Like, if you think someone is okay and you're trying to see the possibilities, the positive possibilities here, and you're looking at, like, you could be looking at the symbolisms. Like, somebody could be telling you certain things and you understand, okay, the symbolism of that represents this, that this person has done that healing stage. Something's not right. Something is not right here. Oh my God, like, this is even giving me the vibe of somebody who like is showing up at not a bail, like what's that called when someone has served a prison sentence for a certain period of time and then they go in front of the it's not a bail here. A bail hearing is usually before you're prosecuted, right? This is after someone's been prosecuted and they want to get out. What the fuck is that called? How am I forgetting that? You know what I'm saying? And they go in front of that committee to show that they're better now, that they can get out earlier. It's time, like, parole. That's it. The parole board. The parole board. That's what this feels like. And it's, oh my God, this person is so faking it. I really feel like this friend energy, whoever this is really faking it. Because, right, it's almost like, let's say, yes, because I did this while I was in prison, and I did that while I was in prison, and I went to Abusers Anonymous every Sunday or Wednesday, or I did this, I did, like, right, like, the friend is really, really fake about what they've achieved. They could even, like, or why they've achieved it, because it feels like they've done it, like they really don't want to help anybody, but they've come up with a way to you know, well, hey, if I help them, that can get me out of prison earlier, or if I help them, the psychiatrist will say that I'm okay and I don't have to come here anymore. Like, somebody is trying, I feel like somebody here is trying to maybe pull the wool over your eyes. So you're conveying that. How, see, even that, like, I'm trying to think, how could this cause a fear? Excuse me, spread fear and falsehood. This person is not. Like, if there's someone here who could be worried about this person coming towards them. Oh my God. The foe. Right? I said the foe's energy's good. Somebody's tricking you here. Somebody is tricking you. They might be convincing you that somebody else over here is bad. And they might be convincing you that because maybe this person wants nothing to do with them. So how are you spreading fear and falsehood? Or what fear are you spreading? What fear are you spreading? The Three of Pentacles. Oh my God, having to work with this person or having to do something with this person. What's the falsehood that you're spreading? Again, I don't feel like you're doing this intentionally. What is the falsehood that you're spreading or creating? Oh my God, the Page of Cups, the Maiden of Water, like some sort of, there's initial healing going on here. Somebody is healing. No, they're not. They've just figured out how to play the game. I'm really serious here. Like if somebody is watching this reading and you are a parole officer or you are a psychiatrist or a psychologist or something like that, or this friend energy, they're not right. Why? Okay, the friend's energy, using power for self-aggrandizement. What power does this friend have? What power does this friend have? The Chariot. Transformation. Transformation. This friend has the power of transformation. How is that? The Chariot. Like, does this person have some sort of power here in terms of where they can direct other people to go? Or is this, could it be driving? Could this have something to do with driving? If you think somebody is ready to drive on their own, they're not. Or, yeah, I don't know, that could, Chariot. Tell me more about the Chariot. The Ace of Water, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This person has the power to affect how people feel. The fuck? That's like, they're misusing that. Using power. This person has the power to affect how they could, like, they could take somebody's happiness away. What is this? Like, they could turn the Ace of Cups into the World and then change everything with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, how does this make this person feel like, oh, so powerful, and also like, what are they getting off on this? Conflict. The Five of Fire. It's almost like this person finds themselves in the seat and they can cause conflict. Oh man, who the fuck? I feel like this is a pretty smart person. Sociopaths often can be pretty intelligent. But see, here's the thing too. Sociopaths, for the most part, really don't deal in feelings. I don't know. I even feel cruel saying it, but I think I might be right in that they don't really have feelings. They certainly don't navigate with feelings, or they might have their own feelings, but they may not see other people as possessing feelings. But I also don't feel like they attach feelings to other people or things. Like, right, why sociopaths can be cruel, they can commit heinous crimes. Because people are just objects. Other living things are just objects. This person gets off on the power of that. I feel really uncomfortable with their energy. Who are they? See, right, they're refining their capacity to help people they would rather... Who would they rather ignore? Who would this person rather ignore? The Five of Pentacles. People far away. People far away. People far away from them. They don't like, I want to ignore that. I don't know. What the fuck? Why is your motive here? Like, anything is possible. You be very careful here too. If you are trying to reunite someone with another person, this could even have something to do with a child. Like, if you're trying to play some sort of positive advocate here in terms of, like, I don't want to say devil's advocate, but you kind of would be, you know, but your intention is not there. Like, you're possibly not seeing this, that like, let's say, okay, let's say this friend energy in the middle here. Let's say this is like your son, okay? So it might also be hard to see. If like, and this is an adult, I want to say it's an adult. And let's say their child, which would be your grandchild, is not with this person, or they are estranged from them. All right? They are estranged from them. This is totally sociopath. So you might be like, maybe your son, let's just say, or it even could be your daughter, whatever. Just, there's a whole bunch of masculines sitting in this row. So your son has been saying and doing things that really indicate that they want to get together. They would like to come together again with their child. They really don't want to. They're just acting like it. And I want to say, because this is sick, right? Like, this person knows that they have the power to control people's emotions, and they can make somebody feel really good and then bring it to a quick permanent end and change everything. So like, let's say this child decided that they wanted to be estranged from this person who's coming up from your friend. So the friend is like, that makes me look bad, doesn't it? How can I get an advantage over this? Or how can I, so I'm going to act like I really want to get together with them again, because I can manipulate their feelings if I can get them to come back in. And then when they come back in, I'll be the one that ends it, and then I'll turn the tables on them. Be careful you're not setting someone up for that, because you may believe that the child is the problem, and they're not. Your friend is. Your friend is the problem. Right? And you're like, yeah, anything is possible. All things can be patched up and be better. Don't be wearing no rose-colored glasses in this, because I'll tell you right now, you will end up hurting an innocent person in this. If you, right? Like, just really be on it. The belief that everything is possible. The Six of Air. Well, it's kind of like, yeah, God can make anything happen. God will show us the way. God can make anything happen. Okay, let's look at this foe. I don't necessarily think that this person is your enemy, but I think you may have some sort of impression about this person, possibly based on the friend, because all the cards here too of the foe, they are not even. Like, they're not even engaged. They're all going the other way. Look at that. Can you see as it lays on the table, right? It looks like it's going this way, but as it lays on the table, it is pointing this way. The child is looking away. They are pushing the emotions away. They're pushing it away. They are not and they are shape-shifting. They themselves are transforming. That's the other thing that feels kind of dangerous here too, especially if whatever age we're talking. I don't even think it matters in age. Like, but, well, I guess it does to some extent. The more impressionable or vulnerable someone is at any sort of stage in their life here, especially when they're young and growing up, you could do, like, maybe even some sort of irreversible damage, emotional damage to somebody. I just feel like you are somehow being played by someone here who very well could have like sociopathic tendencies. They have no intention of making something better between them and another person. Not at all. They're just pretending that they want to help someone that's far away from them. They've learned how to pretend to do that. And they also want to, like, right? I don't want to, I'm going to rise up from being the martyr. I'm going to rise up from having self-pity about myself, because I'm going to change the storyline. So the child, the foe's energy, is a child, orphan in the light. Their independence based on learning to go it alone. Why? Why are they needing to learn to go it alone? The Three of Water. Well, it could, the Three of Cups, people from our past. It does talk about people from the past. But this is emotional freedom too. I would say, like, she feels very free standing here at this fountain in the birds, like emotional freedom. And what does this friend's energy do? This friend has the power here to really manipulate people emotionally. To be the one in control of the conflict. This feels like it goes beyond like narcissism to me. I mean, narcissists, I don't know. Narcissists can pretend real well too, but I think sociopaths are even better at it. Okay. Recognize and confront addictive behavior. Oh, maybe there's something like that. Like maybe there's something that has gone on between these two where one person draws in and then there's unhealthy relationship dynamic, and then somebody draws out again. Draws in, draws out, draws in, draws out. And I feel like I'm looking at a draws out here. What's this addictive behavior? Look, the Eight of Cups. Emotional detachment. But it's like they're trying to push that away. What are sociopaths? They are emotionally detached. And this person is shape-shifting. Levels of consciousness. They have a skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. This person may see this. Honestly, this foe could see something about this friend that you don't see yet. The Five of Water, the Five of Cups. What this, oh geez. This also looks like that this person could be in the process of getting over the grief or disappointment or sadness that they may have had about, I'm guessing if it's this person. Because this person's cards are all looking towards them. Even as an upside down prince is looking towards there. That's about all I have to say on that one. My gosh. The Ten of Cups is at the bottom with an eclipse. So that's interesting. It's a funny card, right? They're all holding. One is holding a dagger. One is holding a noose. I'm trying to go like this. What is the other one holding? Is the other one holding a key? I can't tell what they're holding. But they've all got their back to each other. This could have something to do with some type of a family dynamic here. Do not play devil's advocate to this, Virgo. And do not look at this person with rose-colored glasses. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your foe? There's two options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Virgos. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.